Hey guys, this is Sleep Grandma here. I'm making chamomile tea to relax me. What I did was I boiled the water and I just threw the flowers in there. So now I'm going to cover it and let it sit for a minute. Ooh, boy, it doesn't want to get on there. Let it sit for a minute. And here's my honey that I put in there. I love this honey. I get it at a local shop. And it's like wildflowers, really nice, good honey. I mean, quality honey, okay? And that'll make me relax to help me sleep. So today we're going to be talking about the middle. What is the middle? Me, in the background, we're going to be listening to Healing Vibrations on YouTube. And these are the Crystal Singing Bowls. Sleep music for anxiety and hypertension. And I have both. Meditation. Let me see if I can catch the, let me see just a little bit. Trying to get it to move down so you can see the name. There it is. Healing Vibrations, okay? Awesome. Wonderful to sleep to, too. So what is the middle, guys? Let's see. But first, I put my stuff in here for tomorrow. My tomorrow bag. And little kitty's following me. And I'm going to turn the light off on it. There's her little ball she was making noise with the other time. Turn off the light on that. I know where all my stuff is. I'll get to it tomorrow. Tomorrow I get paid so I can pay some bills. Bills off the top, and whatever's left over is what I spend, not the other way. There's my laundry right there ready to go. And it's all fabulous. So here we go, guys. Let me turn this on. And we're getting ready to settle down for the day. What is the middle, man? Now, this is what you're aiming for, okay? This is anger. This is all the stuff in the middle. Your job, your schools, dealing with teachers, dealing with relationships, whatever you have to deal with. It's all kinds of colors, all kinds of vibes, you know. And here is the sadness. And family relationships, people you don't think you can cut out of your life are over here. These are the disposable things that you can probably cut back on. These are the things that you think you can't, okay? These are like all the insecurities from childhood that depressed you. This is the anger that you carry from the stress of the day or whatever. But you want to be here. This is where you want to work your way to by doing spiritual work. You want to be in the middle of everything. And when you're in the middle is a place of peace and serenity. The middle is a place where you can handle anything that comes your way. The middle is where you know yourself well enough to know who you are and what you will and will not do. The middle is a place of integrity. It's a place where you say, yeah, I'm not doing that. And I'm sorry you feel that way about me not doing that, but that's not my problem. The middle is a place where you can say, I already have plans for that money. What those plans are is none of their business. The middle is where you can say, I will not be attending, and stand by it. The middle is where you can say, thanks for the invitation, but I think I'm going to pass. Maybe you have other plans to sit down and watch that movie, one of your old movies that you've been craving to watch. Whatever, it's nobody's business. The middle is a place that where, when there's a crisis, you can think. Because you're sober enough and you're stable enough to think. Now, whether you be on medication or not, whatever it takes to keep you here in the middle. Now, when you drink alcohol puts you over here in the anger or over here in sadness. When you're sober, so much easier to stay here in the middle. In the middle, you don't overreact. Somebody tells you that, someone close to you that you love very much tells you that they're not following you on Facebook or whatever, you say, okay. You don't even need to know why. You respect their decision and you just say, whatever, you know. Someone tells you that they disagree with your political views. You don't have to go up in an uproar and attack them and say, you're so stupid because blah, blah. No. You're fine with it. You detach yourself emotionally. You don't have to react to everything, okay? You can respond, but you don't have to react. In the middle is where you don't have to get your feelings hurt because you know who you are. And that's where you want to be. When they call you from your child's school to tell you that something happened, you don't have to have a panic attack or a heart attack over it. You make your way to the school and you realize, I'm doing the best I can to get there without crashing. So let me just calm down. It is what it is. And we're dealing with it the best way we can. The middle is when they tell you about the coronavirus and you don't freak out going to the going to the store buying up all the toilet paper. You don't have to do that because why? Because you know that you're a survivor and that one way or the other you will get your butt wiped, okay? You don't have to fight people and act a fool. You can take it easy. You know that God will provide and you know you're taking the steps. The necessary steps to stay in the middle. Now, of course, there will be situations that will try to drive you into sadness. People will try to hurt your feelings, and all of a sudden you kind of see the middle starting to fade a little bit, you know? You're like, really? Oh man, this person's starting to get to me. It's hurt my feelings. It's touching buttons in me that I don't like. It's making me depressed. It's making me anxious. I think I'm going to break out in a rash. But then you know that you want to be here, so you got to start working your way back. Working your way back. You push that back, you distance yourself from it, and you do whatever it takes. You talk to your sponsor, you go to meetings, you talk to a friend, a good friend, a trusted friend, and you try to, this is your goal right here. This is your goal, the middle. You go to work, or you go to, I don't know, your in-laws' house or whatever, and pushing those buttons, you know. Someone starts pushing those buttons. Someone maybe starts a political argument or starts talking about your kid or something. And, or at work, they want you to do, you know, so-and-so's work too, and you can feel yourself you can feel yourself inching your way to the anger. You're in the red zone. That's one place you do not want to be. So what do? You distance yourself from it. You say, hey, you know what? I'm here from 8 to 5. You guys want me to do this? As long as it's not humiliating, sure, I'll do it. Now, come on, you use common sense. You know what's humiliating and what isn't, so. But, you're not going to let that affect this. This right here is a priority. This is what we're working towards. This over here causes a slew of health problems. Health problems, heart attacks, fights, murders, danger, beatings, jail time, and drunkenness. This over here causes suicide, sadness, child abuse, child neglect. The anger and the sadness cause child abuse, child neglect, and a whole slew of things that you do not want in your life. Anger and sadness make the whole family get sick. Then you have a group of sick people. Sick people and children that are going to grow up with emotional problems. And people that are going to die way before their time. So you don't want to be there. Okay? In the middle is where we see chaos coming and we get out of the way. In the middle is where we do not overwhelm ourselves with worry, with chores, with responsibilities. We take our time in the things we do. We know the things that have to be done. We have our priorities straight. And we take care of them accordingly, but we also give ourselves time to relax. Relaxation is worked into our schedule. Relaxation and meditation are worked into our schedule. Why? Because we need that for our mental health. Do we take our medication every day at 5 o'clock? Yes, we do. Take our blood pressure medication and other medications to stabilize our mental health. Why? Because that's the healthiest thing we can do for ourselves and for our family. Even if we don't live with them, it's still a healthy thing to do because we will come in contact with them, and the healthier that we are mentally, the better for everyone. Right here in the middle. Here in the middle, we can stand tall because we know that we have the strength to work on staying in the middle. In the middle, we don't have to be afraid because we know we're doing the best that we can. In the middle is where God wants us to be. God wants us to be in the middle, handling things that need to be handled, but in peace. We don't have to be overwhelmed. Everything is going to be okay. We want to live here in the middle. That's always the goal. So when someone comes along and makes us mad or sad, we immediately, like a knee-jerk response, we immediately think, alrighty then, let me do what I need to do to work myself to the middle. Now, if that means I have to go to the bathroom and do a 5-minute meditation, so be it. If that means I have to pray, so be it. If that means I have to take a walk, take a break, so be it. But I don't have to take a drink. I do not have to go to extremes anymore, because I'm right here in the middle. I hope that helps, guys. Be grateful for what you already have and live in gratitude. Much love, guys. Much love and blessings. Be safe out there. And stay in the middle.